Welcome to our YouTube channel and our introductory episode. I've got questions. You've got questions. We've all got questions. Somebody's got to have the answers. I have answers. You have answers. Well, that's what this channel is all about. There are some questions about my career, its different stages, my favorite productions, repertoires, colleagues. What was my least favorite costume? Least favorite. Adverse situations, like what was the worst accident I ever had on stage? Big wins, tough losses, everything in between. Yeah, I've got answers to all of those. Young performers, directors, producers, dancers, gather around. I was once one of you, so I have plenty of answers. And if I don't, and I'm honest enough with myself and with you to tell you that I don't know the answer, I know where to get the answer. I have a very enviable network, and I could make one, maybe two phone calls and get the answer to your question, and I will always give credit to the person who gave me the answer. And you know, you have answers to questions that I might have. For instance, do you think a conductor would mind if I snapped my finger when I was singing and to keep the beat? Spoiler alert, no. Here's another one. How has diversity affected my repertoire? Do you know the answer to that? I don't. Do you know somebody who does? Let's talk about it. A big part of my story is recovery, and I will ask and answer questions and discuss some of that as well. I've worked through and help others to work through 12-step recovery and can shed some light on different parts of those processes, as well as some of the traps and pitfalls that usually people don't want to talk about. There are an awful lot of you out there who are involved in 12-step programs, whether it's substance abuse like alcohol, drugs, pharmaceuticals, or behavioral issues like gambling, over or under eating, sexual dysfunction. If you suffer from these diseases or are a victim of these diseases, ask your questions. Abiding by the traditions of the first 12-step group, which was Alcoholics Anonymous, we will always, always, always be respectful, and we will protect your anonymity as well as my own. Yeah, I know you know my name. That's not the point. I have to protect the groups that I belong to, so I will never divulge that information for their sakes. I've worked with some very interesting people in my opera career, as well as connected with other people outside the industry. I'll bring some of them on for interviews and some unknowns whom I want you to meet to pick their brains and get to the bottom of some of this stuff. So let's turn over some rocks. Let's raise some questions as well as the hair on the back of your neck. I've got many layers, people. You know, my second marriage is now old enough to legally drink. I've got two side hustles, one in knife making and the other in real estate. You know that my father actually wrote hymns that are likely on the back of the pews that you're sitting in church? My guitar wall is the envy of many. I'll bet you didn't even know I had a guitar wall. And here's the funniest one. I have absolutely no idea how many people I've killed on stage. So let's get weird. Also, if you find the content valuable or entertaining, please consider clicking the link to Patreon and subscribing. We will have some real cool perks for our subscribers. Our next full-length episode will be right here on this channel. So we'll see you real soon, and thank you so much for joining us.